Hey friends, after 1 month of gogoro ownership, I'd like to do a follow-up and explain my experience of owning a gogoro for just under 600 kilometers. I am more than 95% satisfied with this bike. Everything about it is excellent. For the first basic model of a vehicle product, it has performed superiorly. This is excellent. Of course, I got the S model, which is the high performance model, which is nearly 1/3 more expensive than the G1 motor and nearly 1/3 more powerful. This thing is insane. The first thing that was weird to me was to stop at a traffic light, especially at night or when there's nobody around. And you stop and there's no vibration and absolute silence. That was really interesting. That was an amazing experience the first few times. The next thing that was weird is that my old bike was bent in an accident. I went down on wet tree leaves during a typhoon, and it bent the front fork back and lowered the floorboard. It turned it into a chopper. So instead of spending a lot of money to have it bent back, I paid a welder $40 to burn off the bottom portion of this side stand so it would still work. Since the floorboard was lower by, I don't know, 4 centimeters, 1 7/4 inches, 3-finger widths, whatever you want. So that's how I solved that problem. But I rode it that way for over 100,000 kilometers and got used to it. The rake angle of the front suspension was so high that I wasn't used to it, which is no fault of gogoro. It's just that I wasn't used to that because I had been riding the chopper for 100,000 kilometers. Another interesting thing is riding gogoro for many days and then ride my old bike again. It's the equivalent of driving a car, Mazda MX-5 Miata, for a while, and then suddenly driving a 1970s Cadillac. And an interesting feature about the gogoro is that you can't plug it in to charge it. Really, there's no charger cable or anything. When you need batteries, you get new ones. There are go stations basically everywhere, even in the country. But the problem is that maybe on the weekend, some gogoro clubs will travel together and switch out all the batteries, and then there's no full batteries for you. And then, are you going to make it to the next one? Okay, so that's what I've heard is the problem. I haven't tried this yet myself, going to the country on the weekends. Let me show you what a battery looks like. This is a gogoro battery. This is a gogoro battery. Ugh. They're very heavy. I think that's probably positive in the middle and negative around the edge. And there's 2 batteries at a time, and that's what the connector looks like. So when you get new batteries, you put them in just like that. It's really quick and simple, very nice, and convenient. This is the perfect shape for a seat. So one time I thought, oh, I'll sit down here. But I had the key fob in my pocket, and I pushed on the button and it popped the seat open and scared the crap out of me. That was pretty funny. You can even see me holding the camera. It draws in light from everywhere, so it's really hard to see in the daytime. I think that's a little bit of a drawback. The thing that's most frustrating to me about the gogoro is the turn signals. First of all, it seems like these 5 dots are modeled after the thing they put on the back of trucks, like for the street cleaner or when they're working on the road or something like that. Of course, that's not a terrible detail, but the thing is for these 4 buttons, this is left, right. This is the high beam, and this is the hazard lights, which is basically both turn signals on at the same time. But the suspension is kind of stiff, and if you hit a bump while you're trying to do the turn signal, you'll accidentally turn on the high beam. Cars have flashed their lights at me at night, or the hazard lights. And so if you do the turn signal, and if you turn 90 degrees, it will automatically cancel the turn signal, which is very nice. But if it turn only 60 degrees, it won't. But if you accidentally turn on the hazard lights, you think that the turn signal is still on and keep trying to turn it off. So that's very frustrating. I really wish I could replace the high beam and hazard light buttons with stiffer springs so that I'll only hit them when I'm serious about it. Overall, after 1 month of owning a gogoro, all I can say is I am nearly thoroughly satisfied with it. It's the greatest thing ever. Being the first model and being designed so well is amazing. If I had to describe this bike with one word, it would be sleek. This is very sleek. Okay, that's it so far, friends. Have a good time. Buy a gogoro if you can. And take care. Someone asked me if this is gogoro S1 or S2. This is S1. S2, I don't know, but gogoro 2 to me is kind of crap. The gogoro 2 seems like they got random 125cc category parts and threw them together. It's a chain drive, so the regenerative braking, slowing down, it's noisier than all the other bikes around it. So gogoro 2, no, I'm not interested in that. I told them that right up front when I wanted to buy this. This is the gogoro S1. This is the pinnacle of what gogoro produces, I think.